I have this full trash can that is filled with scraps from leftover crocodile to python to patent leather from some old shoes and just a bunch of different random leathers. I have this thick piece of 4-ounce leather and I'm just going to stitch a line. So that's a straight line of thread on a single needle stitcher, and I always get asked, how do I get double stitches perfect? How do I get them aligned up? So this is how I do it. And first of all, we're starting with one line of thread. The first thing you need to do in order to get a nice double stitch line is, first of all, you gotta have the first line perfect. You can see I just got one simple line right here. But just to start off, you gotta learn how to do a straight single line around panels, around piece of leather. So first of all, you wanna practice that and then keep on going. Then from there, you can go to the double stitch. So first of all, this is a foot right here. This is all that you're gonna have to use in order to get accurate stitchings. Now, first of all, you got your foot down here. What that does is it picks up and kind of pulls the leather down, and that makes it so the leather rolls right down perfectly while stitching. Second, you got this little tension right there. Now what that does, this thing goes up and down. The higher you go, the tighter the threads are. The lower you go, the loose, the more wide, the more space there are in between threads. I want it up here more higher because I want a tighter thread. I want it to be nice and clean. I don't want really long, wide stitches. Second of all, or third, you got this little swivel point right here. I'm not gonna worry about that because I don't use it. I just like to keep it in one area, and then I kind of move the leather at my own angle, own design. Now, first of all, the nice thing about this is you're gonna just drop the foot in the back, and for the most part, you can just not even really touch this, and it's gonna stitch it in a straight line. So I'm just gonna let that go. You don't really have to hold it at all, and it will do its thing, especially a nice big piece of leather like this. Now I'm gonna drop that, and there you go. You have a nice line of stitching. Now, first of all, if you aren't good at that yet, just practice on getting your lines straight, especially if you're doing some shoes. If you're doing like toes, something like that, you have to take your time and really just kind of work it and get it right until you get in that groove. Once you get in that groove, then you could pretty much get a straight line. But this video is mainly more on how to get the clean double stitch. So first of all, I'm just gonna drop it down right here. So I'm gonna cut more of the thread so it doesn't get in your way of viewing this. I'm gonna push the thread back, and I'm going to drop the foot on the side of the thread. Now if you take a look at that, the foot, this foot right here is on that side, the left side of the thread. It's not on it, but it's on the left side of the leather, the left side of the thread. And this is pretty much kind of my default stitching. This is how I start. Now if I want it to be wider, so if I want the space in it to be wider, I will put that foot on top of the thread. So as you can see, you got a full-on thread length, full-on over. Now I like to vary because it just depends on the shoe, depends on what you're working with. If you got a bigger shoe, you want the spacing a little bit bigger so it doesn't look weird. Sometimes, if you have a smaller shoe, you want the thickness of the space in between to be tighter so it looks more accurate. Now, as I said before, I can't really see the angle right now, but let's see. So we got this piece of leather. I'm just gonna kind of throw a stitch on the left side right there just to show you how I do it. So I'm just gonna drop the foot down real quick. We're gonna run a stitch. So boom, you got that line correct on the very top. See how it's straight just because I was able to see it. Gonna drop the foot. I'm gonna push the thread to the back because I don't want that in my way. Gonna drop the foot right onto the top of it. Gonna pull it off, cut it. Now that I was able to see the thread, now this will make a little bit more sense, and then you'll understand how the accuracy of it. So as you can see, boom, there we go. We gotta focus it in because this camera, but as you can see on the very top, now it's accurate. So it's a straight double stitch, nice spacing in between. I use a foot just to have the correct spacing. As you can see, that's as pretty much as accurate as you could get. Hopefully this little stitching trick helped you out. Hopefully it helps you out more in the future, as well as the shoemaking. If you want to apply this to shoemaking, join my shoemaking class, link down in the description. It's 100% online, as well as become a member today in order to win an Air Jordan 1 pattern every single month. I'm going to be giving one away to any of my members, so go check that out. Link down in the description. Become a member. You got different perks, cool stuff like that. But this is just a little tip, a little trick that I use in order to get better stitches. Make sure to smash the like button if you do. It really helps out the channel. But thanks for watching. Comment down below what other videos you want to see me do. So here's like a stitching video. I've done sole ones now. I've done like liner videos, leather videos, where I get my shoes from. Just comment down below like some weird stuff that you might not understand and you're asking for some help. But thanks for watching and have a great day.